I met this orangutan standing under the sun in glory, beautiful color, and I knew that I have to try my best to protect this majestic creature. My name is Nayla. I'm the Communications Officer of Orangutan Information Centre, OIC. I was born in practically palm oil plantations because back then my parents still lived inside of the oil palm plantations. We weren't taught much about the forests at the school because every single thing that I've seen the whole of my life was basically palm oil plantation. So it was like, that's my environment, that's the only thing that I see, that's the only thing that everybody wanted around me. So I never even realized what a forest like. I was 23 that time, and that was the first time I stepped into the forest. I would say that is one of the life-changing moments in my life. Palm oil industry is basically the first export commodity from Indonesia. Every single person that I know involved with the palm oil industry, my family, my friends. I would say that that is our Indonesian dream. Everybody wants palm oil. We call it as a money tree because that's the only crops that you can harvest twice in a month, and then it less maintaining. So the more you have palm oil plantations is the more promising life you're going to get. The thing about palm oil industry bring so much damage to the ecosystem because it's actually taking away every single trees, every single plants that actually have the functions for the ecosystem. One tree is actually have the functions to prevent the flood, another actually has the functions for prevent the forest fire. So each of the single species, they have the benefits. The fact that as humans sacrifice this precious ecosystem to convert it to become monoculture and damage everything is just so selfish. No wonder that everything goes wrong. When we talk about the orangutan, we must talk about three because it's basically the center of their life. They are arboreal, so they spend almost the whole of their life on the top of the tree. It's their home, it's their food, it's their everything. Palm oil plantations take away majority of their homes. At the moment in Sumatra, there is about 4 times palm oil plantations in number compared to one habitat of orangutan left standing. They cannot swing from the tree to another anymore because it's only palm oil. For the past 2 decades, based on our data, it's almost 500,000 hectares at least of the forest area have been converted to become palm oil. We have to find solutions, and the solution is actually to give the pressure to all of the company to have a strong willingness to support the conservations by making their plantations become sustainable. We don't need more expansions. What we have, just make it sustainable. What we fight for is actually for the forest to remain the forest and to be untouched. We need to encourage the people to start to find alternatives. It is our responsibility together to think about the alternative of the palm oil to the future. Everybody can take their own part to support conservations. Even you can use your fingers by using Ecosia. You don't know how much difference can it be under the right hands. I'm happy. This is like the fullest life I've ever had. I do not regret my decision at all. But the thing is, people lost lost connection. We lost the connection, and it's really terrifying. Which is why I have to be here to try a way get back to my forgotten home. I want to speak for the voiceless. Their matters